Hi Taurus, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your September 2024 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, source will be in front of us. Take out the cross spread as always, and I also pulled 4 agreements and wisdom and oracle card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off however one of those astrology guys we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Right. So we have Sagittarius. Astrology will be speaking. It's going to be pretty quiet there, but for you guys, Sagittarius is your 8th house of death, rebirth, intimacy, and investments. And we do have some Sagittarius cards in your spread. All right, we have 2. 2nd house energy for you guys is Gemini. We'll have Mars there for a few days in September, then it's going to move into Cancer. But in general, for you guys, 2nd house points to possession, self-worth, and finances, and I do see Gemini energy in your spread as well. And we have Venus. So Venus is actually your ruling planet, and it's going to be in Libra for most of September, and then around the 23rd it's going to move into Scorpio. So moving from your 6th house of work, daily routines, and health into your 7th house of partnerships and contracts. All right, so we'll keep all that in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy, and then squaring that, we have the 9 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So these 2 energies by themselves are opposites, but beyond that, I feel like this is saying that you're trying to make a decision possibly about partnering up with someone. Now, for some of you, could that be romantically? Yes, of course, but I feel like for a lot of you, it's more of a business thing, and I feel like you're a little bit guarded around making the decision, though, because it seems like there'd be some risk involved with doing it. So I feel like on the one hand, you might feel like you're running into a bit of a brick wall where you're currently at, but then I feel like you also feel like there could be a little bit of a risk with taking a new opportunity. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Knight of Cups. So to me, this says that this offer might be coming through from a friend for some of you, or if not that, it could at the very least be saying that you might hit off really well with the person who's making the offer, right? So even if you haven't been friends, you might just feel like the communication flows very well between the two of you. You might feel like you view things from similar perspectives to where it really makes the offer seem appealing. I don't know why I won't focus, but past position, we have the King of Swords. So yeah, this could just be saying that maybe in the past you were doing things that were a lot more structured, maybe a little bit more by the book, right? And now maybe you feel a bit more of a draw towards something that you'd have more of an emotional connection to, right? So let's say in the past maybe you were really focused on, let's say, a more traditional 9-to-5 type of career path, but now maybe you're interested in something a little bit more spiritual, right? Or at least a little bit less structured and allowing more room for creativity. And for some of you, this could be pointing to, even though we haven't physically had that full moon in Aquarius just yet, it could just be saying that in the past, that might have been when you started to separate from that energy. So be on the lookout for that energy. All right, in the present position, we have the King of Cups. So this is Scorpio energy here. So yeah, and it could just be saying that for some of you, maybe that's a bit of the struggle for you too, which is to say maybe you feel comfortable being a little bit more independent, right? So you could feel like, okay, yes, maybe where I'm at now, there might be some drawbacks, but at least I do like the aspect of it that allows me my independence. And then you're saying, well, but if I partner up, I might have to give that up, right? So you could be weighing the pros and cons if you're ready for that. All right, in the near future position, we have Strength. So yeah, this is Leo energy here. And to me, this is that it looks like you're going to be trying to take your ego out of the decision, right? So again, like I said, if you were thinking, oh, I might have to give up some independence to enter into this partnership, you could be saying, okay, but is that necessarily a bad thing, right? So you could just be listening to your inner critic around the situation and trying to silence it and really just look at it through a more logical lens to see what would be the best fit. All right, in the position of your influence in a situation, we have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, to me this says at the very least on a more mental side of things, it looks like you're ready to rush in, right? So, but again, I feel like you're trying to be measured about it. So on the one hand, you're like, yeah, on paper it makes a lot of sense, right? I really want to do it, right? But again, like I said, it looks like you're really just trying to view everything from every angle before making a more permanent decision. All right. In the environment position, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, this is actually a Taurus energy here. And yeah, like I said, this is what a lot of you could be feeling. It's just you're like, okay, where I'm at now, I've kind of hit a wall, right? So maybe there's security on that pathway, right? But you're like, but at the same time, you might feel like it's just not really fulfilling outside of it. So if something a little bit, seemingly a little bit more of interest comes your way, that could really be tugging at your heartstrings at this time. All right. In the environment position, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is Libra energy here. And we were talking about how Venus will be there for most of September, right? And that is in your house of work, daily routines. So it could just be one of those things where it's saying that now, as you look through that transit, you're thinking to yourself, okay, I would like more of a routine that I feel more emotionally connected to, right? That I feel like really is aligned with where I'm at mentally, emotionally, right? So it could just be one of those things that you're looking for right now. All right, and then the outcome position, we have the Knight of Wands. So this is Sagittarius energy here. So yeah, this could even just be saying that if you looked at things through the mental lens, right, the emotional lens, and then you finally get to that point where like, okay, you know what, I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to give this a shot. So it looks like as a lot of you move through September, as we get toward the end of September, you will actually decide that you do want to take a chance with this new opportunity. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man. So yeah, again, like I said, this seems to be you just emphasizing like, okay, what are the pros, what are the cons, right? Just really trying to look at everything from every angle before making a decision, which seems like a good idea, right? Because at the time of recording this, we still have Mercury retrograde, and even though it wraps up on the 28th, as we move through September, it's still going to be in shadow for a little while. So it does seem like that makes sense that you would be like, I'm not going to just jump right into this. Let me really give it some thought. Like I said, for a lot of you, it looks like you still will ultimately decide to go with that opportunity. All right. From the Four Agreements deck, we have Express Your Own Divinity. And it says always do your best. All right. Let me try to get the whole message in the frame. All right. It says you don't need the acceptance of others. You don't need knowledge or great philosophical concepts. You have the right to be you, and you express your own divinity by being alive and by loving yourself and others. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, right? Especially if you are thinking about making a decision that might seem a little bit out of the ordinary for you, right? Maybe a little bit more off the beaten path. So hopefully that message resonated with you. All right, and from the Wisdom Oracle, we have Imagine. Here's the artwork, and the number is 20. So seeing the 20 there makes me think of that the same number as the Judgment card in Tarot too. So for some of you, this could even be an opportunity that maybe you did visit it one time, you thought about it, but now it could just be where maybe you passed on in the past, but now you're revisiting it and feeling like, okay, maybe the timing's right now, right? So maybe there was something about it in the past that had you reluctant to take an opportunity, but now you might be ready to do so. All right, and let's see what we got from the book. Okay, essential meanings says turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity, illusions. The Oracle's message. Who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You are gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world as if by magic. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there, especially with the Pisces energies that we were seeing in the spread too. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where you're feeling those energies, especially because there will be an eclipse in Pisces in September as well. So that could be bringing that energy out a little bit more than usual. All right, the relationship message says matters at heart. It's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating, so step out into the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. It's an interesting message there because, like I said, for a lot of you, this seems more like a business type of decision, but for those of you, if this is more of a romantic decision, it could still be that same theme where I said, maybe they might be outside your usual type, let's say, in that regard, right? So you could be like, all right, maybe I could view it as a bit of a risk to be with this kind of person, but I really feel a real strong draw at them at the same time as well, right? So that could be how that's playing out for some of you in that regard. All right, the prosperity message says this is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity, what it means to you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. What do you need to be to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life you desire? Really imagine it without holding back the sheer force of your powers of creativity? If you can envision it, you can have it. Get ready, for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. Act as if your dreams really will come true. So yeah, again, a lot of dreamy, like Piscean type energy, which, like I said, we see the Hangman, we have the Knight of Cups, even the King of Cups, even though that's Scorpio energy, sometimes you could see that type of energy coming through there as well. So yeah, like I said, it looks like you guys are just looking for something a little bit more creative, a little bit something that speaks to you on a more emotional level. Like I said, it looks like this month you will find a good opportunity to pursue that. So hope whatever resonates with you guys, a wrap up there, and we'll see you next month. All right, bye.